Day baseball coming your way here on a Sunday afternoon from Tropicana Field. Today it's the rubber match of this. Kevin Kiermaier comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. EK, you look at the M's entering play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best game of the 3.
And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, guys, I'm pretty excited to watch Kevin Kiermaier. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
G ranging back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run.
Batting third, right fielder.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him as the Rays move out on top 1-0. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Mikey Matuk will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The 0-1 delivery. Chop foul right. The 0-2 delivery. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Evan Longoria will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting 6.
Clint Robinson will dig in. 1 for 4 with a triple in last night's game. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Avisail Garcia is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Wallace in foul ground, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back for the top of the 3rd here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Lee Furillo will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first. Marvin Voit comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Grounded to the right. Forsythe is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
Kevin Kiermaier will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Striding into the box, Andy Whitlock. As the switch hitter, he'll take his cuts left-handed here. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one to first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. Corey Dickerson stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Forsythe. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the score. We'll start things out here for the Rays, to be followed on deck by Evan Longoria. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
On the move is Van Slyke, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. So he's into second on the 2-base hit here to lead off the home fourth. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the All-Star break.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
And that's taken for a called strike two.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box, Clint Robinson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Chopped foul at the plate, strike 1. 1 run, 4 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
2 strikes.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, Avisail Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Lee Ferrillo will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And they'll try and tempt him with 1 in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Catcher, Marvin Voit.
Out in front of it, strike 1. 1 run, 4 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Kevin Kiermaier will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
This is line to left, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Andy Whitlock strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Yeah, and you got to figure if he's going to jump the yard.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Corey Dickerson gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Smoke toward third. There is Seager. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Mikey Matsuk will dig in. He doubled his last time. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Evan Longoria is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. In there, a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman
Clint Robinson will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Now with runners at the corners, up by 1 with 1 away, some managers, they will at least consider the possibility of a hit and run here.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to Wallace, and they get them both here. A double play, and that ends the inning. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Avisail Garcia will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, G makes the play. 1 away.
now batting.
Lee Ferrillo will step in. A ground out victim as last time. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Marvin Voigt stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Forsythe on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance.
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend. Larry Lemon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. In there at the knees, strike 1. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit well on the ground to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Batting third,
David Peralta will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Taken in by Forsythe. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there. Greg Bird will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he's retired here, one away.
batting fifth,
Into the box now, Pedro Cordero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Hot shot on the ground is short. Marte comes up with it. Throw on to Wallace will be in time, and there's out number 2.
batting sixth,
Starlin Castro gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Tapped out in front of home. Flowers gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played 2 full. The Mariners lead it 5-0. Jimmy Paredes will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up, that you're going to fight them until the last out.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2 and 2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Striding into the box, Hank Conger, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. 1 out and a runner on second base. Cold strike, 0-2.
Tough pitches here, back-to-back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
now batting, center
Ooh,
fielder,
he saws him off with that one.
Lemon.
Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Gene is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's going to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A ball and 2 strikes, here it is. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now batting, right fielder,
David Peralta is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Too high, ball 3.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Greg Bird stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
To 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Pedro Cordero comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
The batter, number 14.
Into the box, Starlin Castro. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Grounded back up the middle. One there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting,
Jimmy Paredes is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. And here's a fastball called for strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Picked on the ground to first. And Wallace will step on first himself, and that'll end the... Danny Espinoza will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Drilled on the ground is short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
now batting.
Digging in, Hank Conger. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Ball inside.
And that misses inside 1-0. No runs, 3 hits. And no errors for the Yankees so far. Just missing here, 2-0. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Larry Lemon will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And he lays off there, 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues. Gene Segura will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
David Peralta ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. The second for 1. On to first, and yet another double play. Their 4th of the night, and there are quickly 2 gone here. Greg Bird is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout.
Yeah, and you know, it feels like it's been that way all night for him.
Pedro Cordero steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the seats, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Right here. Let's go, baby.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look ahead to inning number 8. Starlin Castro will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long. And I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Jimmy Paredes will dig in here, 1-for-2. He's singled and grounded out so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Change up low, 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
The count. That's
3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Up next for the game.
Danny Espinoza will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. To second for 1, on to first, and you guessed it, another double play. Their 5th of the ball game so far, and this one ends the inning. He's through 8 with. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to baseball on the show from right here in the Big Apple. Hank Conger will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
He's got no out.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. G is there.
I got it.
One down.
Now batting.
Larry Lemon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
High and deep to right center field. G ranging back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Gene Segura will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
2 out, nobody on. On the ground up the middle. Backhanded. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And if we had to single out one star from the Mariners roster tonight, I think it would have to be this man, Brett Wallace. What a performance.